Right guys, welcome back to Budget Mini Clubman. You just saw that quick shot of me putting the boot floor repair in. I will say one thing about this boot floor repair, it's awful. Absolutely awful. It's heat distorted everywhere, even though I was here, there and everywhere trying to get it in. It's in, but it's going to require a bit of hammer and dolly in to get the boot floor nice. You could just say it's the boot floor, so it doesn't matter. This side's covered with a fuel tank and that side's covered with whatever, but it's got to be nice enough. Do you know what I mean? I'm not expecting perfect from it, it's a repair panel, but it's got to be better than that, so it does need some work. Nonetheless, I've started to do these repairs now, and I thought I'd stop because this side's also full of filler and completely rippled underneath. So I'm trimmed down this panel a little bit to fit it because I'm using literally what I need of it, and it goes in there nice, but you can actually see where the Mini should sit. Now I know I shouldn't go on the repair panel being correct, I should go on the car, but seeing as the back end of this car is so bent, I'm going to go with the repair panel and pull the car out to it, because you can see where the car wants to come down to it, but isn't. So yeah, that's the next point of call. It is absolutely lagged in filler, which I'll bring you guys and closer and show you. So I'm going to get on with that. I'm going to tack it in place and then see if I can just metal work the body out to fit it, and go from there. It will require a tiny little piece to go in here. Obviously it's clamps holding this together because none of this is welded yet. Yeah, we're getting there. I've got a bit of an issue. Obviously I've roughly used the centre point on the boot floor to line up with the bumper holes. They're completely off and that side's completely off as well, so I'm going to have to sort of remake where the bumper goes. I do think I've got a bumper somewhere I can just try, but unfortunately it's not a Clubman bumper and stuff like that, and I might have to do a bit of jiggery pokery when I come to actually prepping the car, because it might need a bit of drill, hole making bigger or whatever. So, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to get it close enough and then worry about that closer to the prep stage. But main aim of the game is to get the car solid so I can get to prep stage. So this is going to go in next. This is what's left of, oh my god, I've stuck to it. This is what's left of the closer. So that's sat in the car like that. And there's my fuel tank support, which I'm going to have to cut off all this. You can see why I put in the boot repair now. So that's basically what the underside of the car is like, basically where the balance was. So the rest of the boot floor is really good, but it's just that. So I opted to get rid of it. There was holes all around it, but obviously I don't want to bin this, so I'm going to cut this off, clean it up, prime it, and I've made measurements to where it all needs to go back in. So get that welded in today as well, hopefully. But for now, I'll bring you guys in closer and I'll show you how bad this filler work is, and we'll start tacking it all in. Right, so again it's quite hard to tell, but you can see by the waves how bent that is. So and on the back of it you can feel where it's been hit out and stuff like that. So not the best, but this goes in quite nice now. It will bring the shape of the Mini back out that I wanted. Should go something like that really. So you can see actually how dented the Mini is. It joins really nice here and really nice there, but it's quite bowed out there. So looking down the car and looking at the other car on the driveway, this is the car's definitely bent. So we're going to work with that and go from there. You can see that hole is completely off for the bumper, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'm probably going to go with this one being the bumper hole, as that one seems too far around to me. But yeah, we'll go with that, and we'll see. That should sit back, so it's not such a big gap. Yeah, let's get that in. Right, so now you can see just how bad this car is. Look how buckled that is. And that has just fell out of it. So this is actually level with my new panel. But you can see how far in the metal is. So it's all been made out of filler. And you can see how thick that is. I mean, that's my finger, and it's half my finger width. And it's rusty underneath. So I'm going to dig it all out. What a mess. So at least now it's cracked, so I should be able to move that metal a little bit. But it's all really nicely lined up here. I've obviously got a gap there. but I'll make a piece because I have trimmed this panel down, so I'll put a piece in there. It's require a lot of grinding to get it right, but at least I know this is metal, not filler then. So, but yeah, slowly getting the shape of a mini back, which is good. So a bit more fettling, and I'll bring you guys back in. Right, on to the next side. Made a boo-boo with my kind out there, so I'm going to have to fill that little gap in. But this side, thinking it was the worst side, is actually better. So you can see just there where the car needs to come out till. But yeah, let's get this one welded up. Right, that brings another episode to a close. It's been a long day. So, what have we achieved? We found out there's more accident damage. This side was actually a lot worse than this side. The centre and the two end pieces are in now. They're not finished by any stretch of the imagination. They are not finished. I need to panel beat them, hammer and dolly them yet. Get them right, and then I'll obviously need a whole skimper filler all the way along there. But at least the filler's not forming the shape now. The shape's done with the metal, so I guess that's a plus. What else have we done? I've also got the boot floor welded in, so we're actually solid. I've got spot welder out again, and I'm just doing these two seams first. So in between it, I've got zinc primer, and then I've got a few spot welds in it holding it together, but the car's rock solid, so I'm really happy at that. Like I said, we're miles off and have saying the back end's finished. My next job is make up some closer panels for the rear valance, and I see the rear valance on the back of the car. I've just mocked it up, and to be fair, it fits quite well for a Magnum panel. I have fitted rear valances for Magnum before, and they are pretty good. But yeah, so aim is to next session I get on this car is to get the whole back end finished, if I can. If I can get the whole back end finished, clear out the boot floor, cure rust any surface rust, seam seal everything, and I can go, right, back end done. I just need to find a new boot lid, which if anyone's got one, please let me know. But yeah, next point of call really, once I've done that, is I just want to try a bumper on, just to know it's okay. And then we can call the back end done. What does that leave after for this car? We've got passenger floor pan to do, inner sill to repair, and sill to put on. So I'm actually running out of panels, Magnum panels for this car anyway, and then we'll just be on to full heritage front end after that, and obviously door skins. So floor sill, front end, door skins, that's the order I'm going to do it in. Door skins, it's just lack of funds. I haven't got them yet, and I don't see the point in doing door skins until I've sorted the front end out, and then I can make the new doors fit the front end. But those doors are completely genuine, so original skins, and they fit really well to the car now with the existing A panels I did have on it. So I'm going to go with those doors. Going to go with heritage skins, I think. I'm just waiting for someone to have an offer so I can get a bit of money off, and we can go from there. I've just added some hours to the board. We are now on 94 hours into the car, so that's not me working days on it, that's having a few hours here, a few hours off. If I'm stopping for a bit of lunch or whatever, I've stopped the timer. So yeah, into the 90s on the hours now. Loads of work left. I'm looking forward, but not looking forward at the same time, to the filler stage where I'm just prepping the car for paint. The day it's in primer, I'll be really, really chuffed because we're heading in the right direction. So moving on way into the future, once I've done the front end and obviously the doors, I'm going to get the car in a rotisserie spit, and I'll clean the whole underside off, do any minor repairs it does need still. So I'm going to weld up the drain holes and things like that, but I keep thinking about it. I might as well do it while it's upside down. The 89 is easier to do that, so yeah, I'm going to get one of them, get that sorted, and yeah, so we'll crack on with the rest of the jobs, get the back end finished in the next episode. and hopefully we can tick the back end off the list. And I think that means I need to make a new list on the board as well. So we'll finish that episode with the board session. After that, we'll crack on with the Cooper. The Cooper's paint has arrived now, so we will get on with that. Got the seals to do on that still. I think I've done the worst side, so it should be worst the work out of the way. But that's in another series, and if you're enjoying both, thank you for watching both. If you're enjoying the Clubman, comment below. If you know, just whatever you're feeling about it really. If I was to suggest these panels, I would say if you're on a budget like I am, do them. But midway through, I was so tempted to cut it all back out, buy a whole Heritage rear panel for it, because the marks of damage are just getting to me so much that someone's covered it up that much. But to go with the fact that this has cost me about £35 for all 3 panels, if that, I can't really grumble, because they weren't really the panels at fault, it was more the car. So if you're on a budget, go for it. If your car's straight, you're going to be fine. If your car's not straight, my personal opinion, is buy Heritage. So that's that, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications, drop a comment of whatever you want down at the bottom, whether it's you've done these panels before and you've had the same experience, or even if your car's straight they don't fit, or you had a really good experience with them. Yeah, obviously the car's on a budget, so that's the scenario we're working with now. So I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.